Welcome back to Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club. Y'all know who it is. It's your main man, Ken Clark, back with another interview. We got another commitment / signee. Mr. Jace Ward, welcome to Tiger Talk, brother. How you doing?
How you doing, Coach? I'm doing good.
All right, man. So how's everything been going, man? You know, it's I know you committed under the previous regime and stuck to your commitment, and now Coach TC Taylor takes over and early signing day rolls around and you put pen on paper. We just want to say welcome, bro. So how has everything been for you with your high school season, and let's talk about the recruitment and so forth and so on. Let's see if we can get into all of it.
Everything's doing good. For my high school, I was at McKeitron first, and then I moved to Carrollton. So that was a big transition, and just trying to learn the playbook for the defense and trying to get on the field as fast as possible. So everything was good. I had support from the school, my parents, and my family members. So everything was good at that point.
So you play both sides of the ball, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you kind of like, you dual. You got that duality going on. So first thing first, because there's no conventional way. It's Tiger Talk. We do it how we want to do it. So what side of the ball you like to play on the most?
Defense.
Defense. You like to hit somebody, huh? Yeah. So what position on defense do you normally play when you feel is your best position on defense?
Outside linebacker, but I play both.
Inside and outside?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. So that linebacker room, man, that's a healthy position group, man. I know you also play on offense some tight end too, huh?
Yes, sir.
But you said linebacker. Is linebacker the position that the coaching staff really recruited you for?
Yes, but he Coach O want me to play tight end to see the field faster.
Hey, I'm with you. Okay, we got some tight ends. They better get ready, man. I seen you play tight end, and you got good hands, man. So let's get into it, man. How do you feel about your recruiting process? I know one of the things that did take place with you when I was kind of keeping up with you, you were a 2-star. Yeah. All out your senior year and got that third. Then they elevated you to a 3-star. Talk a little bit about that and kind of what that felt to you and your family and how it felt to be recognized for your work on the field, man.
It felt good to finally be a 3-star. I didn't even know I was, but one of the Jackson State fans had hit me up on Twitter.
Wow.
And know that I was a 3-star in Rival, so I was excited for that and thankful for that one.
Hey, so and that just got you really just you Jackson State fans, man. I'm an alum and also a fan too, man. We're a different kind of bunch, man. We passionate about our JSU Tigers. We love our student athletes, all sports, and football is king, man, in the South. So you coming over from Texas, sliding over to Mississippi. Have you been to Mississippi before?
Yeah, I'm originally from Mississippi. I was born in Hattiesburg.
Hattiesburg.
Yeah, my dad's side of the family is mostly from Mississippi. They went to Jackson State, so I'm familiar with it down there.
That's even better, man. So you're a legacy kid. We see that. That's why you come on Tiger Talk. We get to figure out who you are, get to know you, and that's awesome, man. So originally from Hattiesburg,
Yes,
deep roots down there in Forest County, man, and Hattiesburg has a strong football foundation, and then you guys move over to down. I know Carroll. You said Carrollton, right?
Yeah, Carrollton, Georgia.
Carrollton, Georgia. I'm thinking Carrollton, Texas. That's my mistake. I said Texas. So Georgia. And Georgia's a strong football hotbed too, man. I mean, Georgia, arguably one of our co-hosts for Tiger Talk, lived in Georgia for quite a while and talked about the strength of Georgia football. So back to that original point, being a 2-star, being elevated to a 3-star, just goes to show you just like the work that you put in and you earned that, right?
Yes,
so let's talk about some of the offers you had. Did you have any other offers outside of Jackson State, or let's talk about that, and then we'll proceed.
Yes, sir. I had my first very defensive D1 offer was Arkansas State. Then I had got Hawaii, then University of Tennessee Martin, and Fort Valley, and that was the recent last one. And then I also picked up the Jackson State offer before that one.
Absolutely. That's another thing. Looking at, I mean, those are strong. You know, Arkansas State, Division One, FBS, Hawaii also, and but you chose Jackson State. Let's talk about a little bit of what went into your decision. Was it the legacy roots? Was it your parents? And kind of for what you can share, what kind of went into the decision and what made you think Jackson State is where I want to start my college football career?
What went into it was how much they took their time to get to know me, not just as a player, but as a person, and how they supported me in my decision, and how they took care of me when I came down there, and how the fans just elevate you even more, and how everybody supported the school, and that went into my decision.
So you went on an official visit. Which game? Do you remember which game it was?
It was Southern.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you caught the rain, but you still got a chance to. You saw, you got to see it. Now I would say that game there, even though it was a rivalry game versus Southern, I think it really didn't hit that Southern Jackson State threshold, probably because of the weather. I mean,
Yep.
a lot of but you still had college game day come that game. That was pretty awesome. So, but yet nevertheless, you got a chance to see it. Now, fast forward, new coach, Coach Prime's excellent, heading off to his new endeavor. Coach T.C. Taylor is elevated and hired as the new head coach. What goes through your mind when you see that transpire? You know, new staff. Are you thinking, should I decommit, try something else? What was your thoughts on that?
I wasn't really worried. Like, I didn't come to the school for just Dion. I came for the school because of the culture of the school and how they could support me in my future. And so I wasn't really like worried that if Dion left, I wouldn't have a chance at the school. So I just stuck with my choice.
That says a lot about you, and it also speaks to the foundation that you have, you know, with your parents, and having your head on right and really looking at it from a, where can I go, where I feel like I can get an opportunity to play and also be developed from a football standpoint as well as into a young man. So spoke a lot about that. Did you guys have, when I say you guys, did you and Coach TC or you and Coach Otis speak after that transition or after he was named the head coach? And if so, kind of how those conversations went?
I first found out when I was asleep actually, and Coach Hart called me, and he was letting me know what was going to go on, and that I still have my offer left, and who was going to be the coach, and thing like that. And then we got off the phone, and later on in the day, Coach O called me, and he was letting me know the rundown, and he was letting me know that I still have my offer, and he was going to send the paperwork to for me to sign. So yeah, like that.
Oh, it's good stuff, man. Good stuff. So you signed in December. Usually those kids that sign in December are more than likely going to be spring enrollees. When are you expecting to arrive to Jackson State to enroll?
Fall. I'm gonna finish out my senior year.
Okay. So you still basically have the fall season the fall semester to finish, and then you enroll in the fall. Gotcha. Makes sense. So let's get into a little bit of the player comps. A lot of those that tune in to Tiger Talk, when they're getting to know players, they want to know, Google works, but they still want you to say it, height, weight, and get into some playing style, maybe some favorite players, kind of how you pattern your game. But let's get into the measurables though. What's your height and weight?
6'3", 220. Yeah.
That was my college basketball playing weight. Literally 6'3", 220. So when you say you play both sides of the ball, play outside linebacker, which I play linebacker a little bit too. Probably I wasn't as good as you though, but name some players that you pattern your game after. Maybe some favorite players. When you say I'm you Jace Ward, but who do you really watch the most that make you want to say I want to play like that?
I say Luke Kuechly and Ray Lewis. Those probably my favorite.
Ooh. Middle linebackers. Ray Lewis is one of my favorite linebackers, by the way. But Luke Kuechly, man, was Was he not like the best linebacker in the league for like a long time?
Yeah, he was.
I mean, it just seemed like he made every single tackle for
Yeah,
the Carolina Panthers, man, and he was special, man. He was a special talent. Those are some really good players to pattern. What about from an outside linebacker standpoint?
I'll say Von Miller. He's more deep, but he slides D and slides outside. But I say Von Miller.
Do you hope to put your hand in the dirt, or would you rather play off the line, play off the edge, but standing up in the dirt?
I like to stand up more than put my hands in the dirt, though.
Yeah. So yeah, I like that. So when you saw how we played defense, we had the number one defense, and the expectation is to repeat that.
Yeah.
Right? We returned a lot of players. We're losing our the heart and soul of the defense. Aubrey Miller to the NFL draft, going to be in the Senior Bowl, and congratulations to him. We expect him to be the next name called off the board for Jackson State, and but that creates a lot of opportunities that the incoming class can come in and kind of carve their own name out. So when you think about that, have you spoken with the coaches kind of like what your role would be? I know you spoke, Coach O mentioned about being tight end to get on the field a lot faster, but have you spoken in regards to the defensive side of the ball?
Not really. I haven't really gotten into that. I just assumed that I'll be tight end for a little bit to see the field faster, but also be in the linebacker rotation.
Well, since that's the position that they discussed with you, tight end, or should I say receiver or whatnot, player comps. Who do you compare your game to on the offensive side?
I would say Gronkowski, but I'm not as big as Gronkowski. But I catch, I got good hands, so
okay.
I like to catch the ball.
I hear you, man. That's what's up. Hey, we got a young man in the tight end room by the name of Jace Riley, man. He gonna be watching it. He gonna probably tweet you or inbox you and be like, all right, we love him, man, because he's so competitive, and I think that you're gonna definitely add a lot of personality and good quality depth to the tight end room, as well as the defense whenever you decide to go, or whenever the coaches decide you play on that side of the ball. You are familiar with the HBCU culture and the atmosphere because you went on your visit. What are some of the things you're looking forward to when starting your college career? You're going to be finishing up high school. What's on your mind when you think about, man, I can't wait to get to Jackson? What's that thing that makes you say, that's what I'm excited for?
Really just playing on the field, and being watching in the stands to just being on the field and feeling the atmosphere of all the people that supporting and just competing for another spot. So
there you go. Is there anything that you are curious about, and when you're thinking like, man, I'm excited to play, but I'm gonna be leaving and going back to Mississippi and being, is that like what goes to your mind when you think about Jackson State in that regard? Maybe the thing that you're curious the most about.
I say I'm more curious about like the transition from living here in Atlanta to living more in the country type part. So how things gonna be moving around and things like that.
Yeah, that's funny. You call Jackson the country. Everybody calls us the country. Jackson City now. It's a city now. Jackson can be a little rough, but it's still the country. We country folk. But not so much as the country. You know what's funny that you say that, because I remember traveling out of state one time, and somebody that never been to Mississippi, they thought we was still riding horse and chariots, man. Come on, man. Come on, be nice to us. Now we good people, it's the hospitality state. Looking forward to you starting your career at Jackson State. Jackson State is a very amazing. It's an amazing university,
Yes,
amazing HBCU, and I think you're gonna love, being on campus, being a part of that atmosphere, the new regime under Coach T.C. Taylor and his staff, and I think it's gonna be fun, and we're excited about that. Before you get out of here, before we get ready to close out, we want to get you some followers. We want, for those that want to follow you on social media, share your social media, IG, Twitter, so they can find you.
My Instagram is _.1 REALER Jace. Not Jace, but J. Yeah, my Twitter is Jace Ward _OLB.
That is Jace Ward _OLB. In other words, outside linebacker. Jace, anything you want to say to the fans before we close this thing out, man?
Thank y'all for y'all support, and I'm excited to be a Jackson State Tiger.
Well, there you have it. Tiger Talk. We did it again. We got Mr. Jace Ward on Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club. We appreciate you, brother. All the best to you. Looking forward to you. And congratulations in advance on getting that high school diploma, man.
Yes,
As
sir.
always, be our love. Go Tigers, baby.
Yeah, go Tigers.